Here we go. Wish me luck, guys. Heading to the DMV. We're gonna try it this morning. Leaving early. Yeehaw, man. Got out of there. It wasn't actually too bad. I must say, it was probably only about 20 minutes or 30 minutes or so. Got out of there. I got a little worried when she almost didn't want to. I don't know. I crossed my fingers the whole thing, but I did it. Got the sticker. Don't have to be back here for a while. That's always a good thing. Oh man, this was hanging over my head since the last time I was here. I don't like coming here. Do you? Guys, I just got here to work, so just rolled in. Mail came. Looks like it's Davidson's little catalog and everything. They got the Springfield Range Officer and stuff like that on there. Pretty cool. I've always liked the Springfield 1911s. I do want to get a 1911 with all the bells and whistles on it in blued. I got the Kimber, which is in flat dark earth, and I really liked it. That's the reason I bought it, was because of the color. Typical gun guy, I guess. But hey, whatever floats your boat, who cares? If it makes you happy, run, do not walk. So let me answer that phone real quick and get back to you. Back at you. You know, we need a caller ID on our phone, because seriously, these automated people call and they just, it's like my favorite one, although recently YouTuber Pistol Pete, he did one where they called him for his some sort of insurance on his home or something, and I love his sense of humor. He just says, well, I'm actually just going to burn the place down and collect the money. But anyway, I just brush him off if I don't feel like messing with him. But anyway, you guys know what I mean, right? Those pesky automated callers, they'd always trying to scam you, sell you something, and oh yeah, let me just give you my credit card number over the phone here. So anyway, what we're actually talking about, why I turned this camera on, because I got a question from a friend of mine, and we're talking about giveaways, and I've done a giveaway or two on the channel. I think we're actually fixing to do something here. But anyway, we're talking about giveaways, and the one thing that I found out that from my first giveaway on Batjack JW, which is I really did not like titling the video giveaway. The reason because of that is because you title it giveaway, obviously everybody's going to click on it. For me, the whole point of the giveaway is to reward those that actually support you, support the channel, watch all the content, and they're diehard viewers, really. So that's kind of what I like to do. So I'll sneak a giveaway in, like on my JW's radio or something like that. I'll do something like in that nature, which I've done. I actually did a giveaway on my JW's radio for a Smith & Wesson revolver DVD, and I gave that away. Abby Dogs actually won that, so that's cool. And you're watching these videos too, I believe. So I'd like to do that kind of thing, because I know that you folks are there, you're watching it. So the 3,000 sub giveaway on Batjack JW, I'm trying to figure out how to go about that. Again, I don't think I want to call it like, hey, giveaway, you know. I think I'm just gonna like call it like something like maybe 3K thank you or something like that. I don't know, we'll do something like that. But anyway, a friend of mine was asking about how to, how we go about, or how to go about this kind of thing, and that's just my preference. That's what I like to do. I sometimes like to sneak it in a long video. Something all of a sudden halfway through that video, there's like, boom, there it is. It's like, oh wow, okay. And some people get it and some people don't. Those that actually watching the entire stuff, they do, and they get to get in there and get a giveaway going. So I'm gonna do a giveaway here on this channel that try to get that together. But 3,000 for the Batjack JW channels, that's something that's in the works. Of course, we're a little ways away from that, but we'll see. Anyway, so that's kind of like what I like to do. Plus, I don't like to have, I know for a fact it's got to be that people just search giveaways and they're just entering whatever, and they're not actually, I'd hate to really, and I believe I was talking to my buddy, the gun enthusiast, as well about that. We'd hate to have somebody that enters that really doesn't support the channel at all. They're just there to grab bag, and while the people that are truly there supporting, being a subscriber, watching the content, commenting on the videos, and they don't get the chance. My whole point of the giveaway is all about giving back and rewarding the people that are like there. You know, they're just the supporters, the viewers. They're constantly watching the content, all that stuff. So anyway, that's kind of my thoughts on it. I'm coughing on something there. Behind me, you can see this huge stack of boxes. We got all kinds of stuff: Rugers, Taurus, Walthers, a High Point. Everybody, that was one video on my channel that man, people just go back and forth about that. I did a little video on the High Point pistols, and I brought out all the ones out here in the shop that we used to have. We sold a couple since then. And it was really the comments that was rolling in. It never dawned on anybody that obviously this person, I don't know, just having 3 of them in a box and everything like that. I mean, anyway, but this one right here, we saw this, right? We were looking at this Beretta Neos, U-22 Neos. We actually briefly looked at it, but we didn't actually check it out too much. We haven't yet do a video on it, but boy, I bet you some people, it kind of blinds them and goes, "What in the world are you doing, Bat Jack? Why in the world do you have a pink pistol?" Alright, so actually, this is the first time really I've ever handled one of these. Can you tell? There we go. This is safety. So the cool thing is the safety, or the magazine release, is right there on that side. Drops out the magazine there. Really cool. I would grease that up if it was mine, but we'll say this. The one thing, okay, the grip is pretty nice. It reminds me a lot like a Luger, to be honest with you. Aside from it being pink, but it does remind me a lot like a Luger. I think if I was gonna own one of these, this whole rail system up here doesn't do it for me. I kind of don't care for that, but hey, to each their own. But here's one thing that I will say is a negative about it, is the safety right here. Okay, when you actually engage the safety, it comes down a little too much in the grip, and maybe you can actually see it where it's pinching into my hand. In fact, it left some impressions in my hand. You can see there. So that I'm not too wild about on this gun. So, but it's pretty neat. We do have to do a video on this. We have to. Boy, I wonder what that's going to be like showing up on Batjack JW's channel. That's honestly kind of why I've been kind of hesitant on it. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe. Got to figure out actually how to. Before we put it away, I've always wondered how to take that slide off. We usually do something like that. Here we go. So that. So figure. It doesn't have. Where is? Okay. Looking at the manual, trying to see here. It's got a lot of numbers on how to disassemble it, but if it's maybe it's just me, but it's missing 1, 2. I don't know. Well, that's gonna be it, you guys. Mostly work today, but the DMV, it seemed like a long day for me, I guess, because hit the ground running, get the DMV thing out of the way. I'm glad it wasn't as how would you say, as grueling as I anticipated it, but it was just a registration. Usually can go pretty quickly. I was actually the only person with a number for that. They were just taking their time and doing some other stuff rather than getting that out of the way, because I think the most frustrating thing is you see the window where you're going and there's nobody there. There's nobody helping anybody. They're there, but they're doing stuff on their computer. I think the lady that was scheduled after me, she wound up throwing her ticket away and walking out. I stuck with it because I didn't want to come back and go through all that again. Why do I have this in my hand? Well, I'm doing notes because tomorrow is Friday, and the first thing in the morning we have to film JW's radio for Saturday morning. That's the way we do it. I've actually had people ask me why I don't do it as a live thing. Well, the whole bit for me, it is the Saturday morning thing. It's kind of cool because it gives somebody something to look forward to when they wake up on Saturday morning. But because where I live and the time difference, this is the only way to do it. So basically, if I were to do it live, it would be morning for me and probably afternoon or late evening for most other people. Depends on where you're at. I know different other parts. I mean, I think Florida is I think 6 hours, six hours or more. It could be. I'm not sure. So anyway, what I'm doing here is I'm taking notes for what we're gonna do, what we're gonna talk about. Of course, the 5 questions for the Got Tagged video. So I'm in there. So we're gonna talk about the childhood toys. What is a grown-up toy, I guess you could say. A lot of people are having adult toy. Dirty minds. So do you unbox your toys? Your favorite superhero? Those of you that we share the vlog here, no, I don't have a superhero. Never got into that stuff, never read into it, so I can't speak on something I don't know anything about. And then the question of what game system do you remember? I guess PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, all that kind of stuff. So I've never been much of a video game person, video game fanatic. I've dabbled in it a little bit. As you saw my vlogs, also been doing that virtual reality thing, which is pretty impressive for me because being kind of old school, I guess you could say, that was kind of like, wow, what the heck is this thing? So taking notes on that. That's gonna start doing that, and of course go over the current videos that was produced on the channel prior to or from the last Saturday. So that's the schedule for tomorrow. That's what we're doing. So before I sign off, a little prep tip, if you would, or whatever these people call it. I mean, it's not that I'm against it or I'm trashing it in any way, by any means. There's always these videos that come out. What do you do for prepping? Do you know, what gun do you have? What 3 guns you're going to take and all that stuff. It's fun stuff to do. I've never really got into that stuff. I'm a bit more of a collector and just a range guy. I do believe in a gun for home defense, obviously, but I've never really taken it that far. Part of the reason is living out here on the island, which I always find it kind of a joke. Where are you gonna go? Out here, you're not gonna go anywhere, okay? And I'm certainly as hell am not swimming in that ocean and getting eaten by jaws. Okay, so one of the things I want to give you a little tip. Again, I'm not bashing the prepping stuff at all. I just, for me, I've never got into it. That's fine. But anyway, I got into it a little bit. I do think ahead a little bit, mostly in the sense of getting ammo and components, mostly components because I'm a reloader, prior to things going really bad and not having any availability. But I'll talk to you a little bit of a tip hint about prepping. Everybody's got their so-called bug out bag thing, and I notice a lot of people, they go and they get these little these elaborate matches and things that you strike on rocks and it creates fire starters and all that kind of stuff, which is great. I'm not knocking it, but it's a simple solution to that problem. Right there, pack of lighters. I actually got that tip from a good friend of mine. I used to work with him down at the gun counter, and he used to giggle about that kind of stuff too. The same with the reason why you carry a dive knife. That's to cut your friend's foot when you see the sharks so you can dig out of there. That was always his joke. Anyway, I never dived with that guy, let alone went in the water. So I'm gonna get out of here. Tomorrow's Friday. Gonna film the JW's radio and get started with that. So I'll see you folks tomorrow.